Hi everyone, my name is Rachel and welcome to the French Seams. Thanks very much for joining me for another video. This is a Friday Sews. Friday Sews, for anyone who isn't aware, was thought up by Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room, and it's a really great way to bring the sewing community together. So Friday Sews, hashtag Friday Sews, you can search on YouTube and find all kinds of sewing vloggers. So I personally love vlogging under this hashtag. So full disclosure, it's actually Thursday evening, but hopefully this will come out to you on Friday. But so hence the reason the lighting isn't great. It is, what time is it? It is 8:30 on Thursday evening. So I was going to catch you up on a few little sewing things I've been making, and then also run you through my A Gift November makes. So back in November, obviously, the lovely Adam from Adam Sews and Alison from Sew Like Dottie had a fabulous idea of the challenge A Gift November. So basically it was make gifts that you're going to give for Christmas or for the holiday period or for the festivities, whatever you like, but get them all done by the end of November. So for me personally, that was just fabulous because it got all my makes done in November, and then December I was free to do other little bits and bobs. So it was the most wonderful challenge. It really, really was. So thank you very, very much. And I was lucky enough to be part of the vlogger tour of that. So there was at least 1 or 2 vloggers every day for November showing what they were planning to make. So a few people have put out what they've made, but I just wanted to run you through them because I've had a few questions about my little makes and I really, really enjoyed making them. So I'll run you through them, and actually I won a prize on A Gift November as well, which I was so delighted about. I won a voucher to a lovely passion company, so I'll talk more about that later because I have used the voucher already. So I'll run you through the makes. So the first thing I did, and probably I was not the only one to do this, was to make pajamas for me and my family. So I made teeny weeny ones for my little nephew who stayed with us for Christmas, but then I also made them for my 2 boys and my husband. So I'll run you through the patterns that I used because I think they're really, really handy patterns to have for any kind of eventuality. So the first was for my younger boy, so Littlest French Seams, and this is the Eclipse Tee from Waves and Wild. So the Christmas fabric is this fabulous dinosaur hug print from Ecobee, and then for the contrast then I just used, I think, some of French terry, some of cotton jersey, and I got that from Crafty Studio. And then for the red ribbing I just had some of that left over my stash, which is really good. So I think the fabric is just adorable. So this is the Waves and Wild Eclipse Tee for his little t-shirt, and I made an age 2, I think. And then for his I have the little Rosy Cheeks Made by Mummy label, which is really cute. Then for his pajama bottoms I used the Lightning Leggings pattern. So this is a free pattern from Waves and Wild, and it's so good. I've made this now a good few times, and these are the patterns that I made for my little nephew who's only 6 months old. So yeah, and the range, I think the age range for Waves and Wild goes from newborn to age 12, which is wonderful. So, and these are the little leggings. So they've got they don't have an elastic waist on his ones, just the jersey waistband to fit over his nappy. And then they've just got the little cuffs at the bottom, so they came out really, really well. And the little trousers are so quick to come together. Honestly, these flew together. Then for my older boy, I made him the pajama pattern that I've been making him for years now. It's the Made by Me Patterns Kids Pajamas, and that again has a really, really good age range. So my littlest boy is not quite in that age range yet, but I think he will probably be pretty soon, which is dead handy. So this is the top of older French seams, and it's got the waistband, and it's got the cuffs as well. And then I put on another little Rosy Cheeks label. So again, they just loved wearing these, which of course is always a bonus. So this one came out really well, and the sizing on these was great. Actually, it's pretty true to size. And then these are his pajama bottoms, and they do have the elastic in the waist. So again, I just measured elastic from pajamas that he had already, and that seemed to fit really well. And the bottoms just come together so quickly on the overlocker. They really, really do. So love how these come out. Then for A Gift for Me, I made a Billy sweatshirt by Tilly and the Buttons. So this is mine, you can see here. So by this time I'd run out of ribbing, so I just have navy cuffs and a navy waistband as well. But I just love the Billy pattern. I think it fits really, really well. I make a size 4 at the bust, grading to a 5 at the hips, and I add 1.5 inches to the, no I don't, that's my Freya, apologies. No, I do the sleeves as is, except I don't do any seam allowance on the cuffs. So I just do a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and that actually gives me the perfect length. That's how I alter the sleeves. So I think this is a really, really great pattern, and again, this fabric is just super cute, so I loved wearing this. And then for Mr. French Seams, I always make him again the same pattern because I've made him Christmas pajamas for the last few years. And his one is the men's Metro Tee by Liesl & Co. So this is a great pattern as well. It comes in short sleeves and long sleeves, and yeah, it just seems to fit him really, really well. I make him a size medium, and his is just the ribbing on the neckband, and then it's just a straight t-shirt, so it doesn't have cuffs and it doesn't have a waistband either. Oh, I forgot to show you their labels. So for my husband's one, I used the one from my Kylie and the Sheen advent calendar in 2021. And his one just says "Lovey to the moon and back." And then I forgot to show you the cutest label on mine, which I love. The label is this sewing machine, and on the back it says "Sewing Rocks." And this is from Sew Anonymous that I got, I think during the summer maybe. I think it's really, really cute. I love that little label. So those were my Christmas pajamas. The next thing I got made up was little wine bottle holders for the lovely ladies in the creche where my boys go for daycare. So obviously I've given them as presents, but I'll pop in a picture of what they look like here. But basically they are this. This is one I had made earlier in the year. And so I got this pattern from Craftsy. I just altered it ever so slightly because I think their version was quite tall. So I don't know whether our wine bottles are shorter or what, but so I just altered the pattern ever so slightly and it came out really well. So it's a kind of a boxed off bottom. It's fully lined and it's also fully reversible. And it has a little drawstring channel here, and on this version I just put a bit of grosgrain ribbon, and I just think it makes a really, really cute wine bottle bag. So I made the Gift November ones obviously in Christmas fabric with lovely Christmas trim and stuff. It was lovely to be able to use all my bits and pieces, but you could use it for any eventuality. You really could. I think for anybody receiving a little bottle of something nice, I think it'd be lovely to put them in a little bottle hold like this. And again, yeah, reversible, put in a little label, handmade with love. I think they make a really, really cute gift. So yeah, very happy with how those came out. Again, yeah, I think you could make a stash of these, have them in the cupboard whenever you're giving a bottle of wine, pull one out. Be very nice instead of using the little paper or plastic bags that you usually can use. So yeah, these were the wine bottle holders. So I made these and then I gave them, I think, a few little bits of chocolate and a bottle of wine and stuff and bits and bobs like that to say a huge thank you to them. So yeah, I think they're really happy with them. Well, that's the feedback I've received anyway, so fingers crossed they did like them. Although when I was collecting one of younger boy actually just before Christmas, his minder commented on the little snood he was wearing. So I've made a load of these snoods. Again, an apple green cottage pattern. They're so easy and it's brilliant to use up jersey scraps. So I think I did actually have Christmas fabric and then I just lined it with fleece fabric. So I can find a picture, I'll pop it in here. So I've made the boys loads of them because they just wear them all the time, and she commented on how nice they were. So that got me thinking, and I think a few people did make them for teacher gifts and stuff this year, but I think next year the creche minders are going to get little snoods because yeah, I think they keep commenting on them. So yeah, that's definitely going on the list for this Christmas coming. So yeah, so they were my little gift for those ladies. The next thing I made was gifts for everybody who came to our house at Christmas. So we had the four of us, and then we had my mum, my dad, my sister, my brother-in-law and their baby. So it was 9 in total. So I made all of us crowns to wear at Christmas dinner. And I don't have them because they've been put away with the Christmas decorations. I tried to find them before filming this vlog and I can't find them anywhere. So fingers crossed I find them next Christmas. But I did find this one, which I made last Christmas. So this fabric was from Fabric Romance, beautiful little candy canes. But the ones that I made this year, again, I'll pop in a picture. They were the most gorgeous green and red and gold star fabric that I got from Love Fabric. So this pattern is fabulous. It's Crown and Glory. It's a free pattern. It's from Waves and Wild. And again, the size range goes from, I think, baby up to large adult. So for reference, I think I made myself a small adult one, and you can do different variations. So on this one, this was for littlest French seams last year, who was much younger. I just put on a tiny bit of elastic, but this year I did Velcro, which worked out really well. So again, it helps with fitting, and I also put everybody's name on them because I can do little letters on my dookie, which I really enjoyed doing. So it's a lovely pattern, again reversible, so you can use any fabric you like. The only tricky part, I suppose, is turning them out and getting that point, that little dip here nice and crisp, and getting the point nice and crisp. But if you just take your time and just turn them out, it should work okay, and be sure to snip all the little corners. What I did with mine was I just cut out, I think it was the green fabric, and then for the red one I block interfaced it. So basically I think I bought maybe a metre of fabric, I can't quite remember. So a metre of fabric, and then I bought a metre of interfacing, and I basically interfaced the entire thing in one go, and then cut out my crown pattern pieces from that, instead of cutting out a crown from the fabric and then having to cut out a crown from interfacing and iron them together. So the block interfacing made it much quicker to do, so I'll definitely do that again next time. So, and I have been requested to make these again for next Christmas, which is great, so I must be on the hunt now for more festive fabric. So yeah, I thought these are really good fun. People wore them all the time. It was so nice, and yeah, really happy to take them home again. So yes, another lovely little Christmas make. Or again, you could make these, I've seen people make these for birthday parties, and you could put a little badge or a little sticker for the person's age. You could make them for I was thinking you could make them almost for a hen party if you wanted, just anything where you'd like to wear a crown, and who doesn't like wearing a crown, really? So yeah, another really cute make, and again, a free pattern. Then the last thing I made as a gift was for my lovely mother-in-law. Again, that's been gifted and she really likes it, which is great. But it was this, which is my version that I made last summer, I think. And again, it's from Apple Green Cottage, and it's called, I think it's called the DIY Jewellery Organizer. So basically it comes like this. You scrunch it up with the ribbon, and it comes in a little pouch like this, and then you can open it up, and it's got all these little pockets inside. So all these little pockets inside and one big pocket in the middle, and I keep my jewellery in it, which is really handy when you're travelling, because you can just fit in your suitcase like this, and you've got all the little pockets for all little bits and pieces. So when I gave it to my mother-in-law, I had filled it with chocolate, which she really liked. So these are incredibly versatile as well. So the lovely Sam from Let's Sparkle, love her videos, I'll link her again below. She has altered this pattern and made it into a dice bag. So if anybody's into games or any of that kind of thing, I think this makes a really good pattern for holding that. What I really want to do is scale this up, and I'm on the hunt for Lego fabric, because if you've been watching my videos, younger French Seams has become just, oh, he just adores Lego and got a load for Christmas recently. So if I could scale it up to make a kind of a bigger bag, and then maybe make more pockets, he could store his Lego in it, and I think having Lego fabric to store Lego would be super cute. So I'm on the hunt for Lego fabric, and then you could just flatten it out like a mat so no pieces go missing, because I think there's actually more Lego pieces in our Hoover than there is in the box, but never mind. So this is the DIY Jewellery Organizer. So that was everything I made for a gift in November. So a really great challenge, and thanks again to Adam and Alison for hosting. It was fabulous. So as I said earlier, I was really lucky to win a prize. So I won a voucher to Wardrobe by Me. And I hadn't really known much about that pattern company before, but so I was just delighted to win the prize. So happy. So I went to their website and I was able to buy 2 patterns. So I bought one pattern for a half zip sweatshirt and another pattern for a beanie hat. So if you watched my Vlogmas, you would have seen me make my beanie hat, and this is it. So it comes like this, and it'll cross the top. It actually, you sew it up like this, which is very cool. Apologies for being covered in makeup. And then you flap it inside so it looks to be fully lined, and then you can just wear it as is, like a kind of a slouchy beanie kind of thing, like this, or you can turn it up so you can have a little lip on the front, which is really cute. So I just loved this pattern. I had a bit of this cable knit left over from a toaster sweater, and it just works with this pattern brilliantly. So that's a little beanie hat, which I love, and again, fabulous for using up jersey scraps. And then I moved on to my half zip sweatshirt. So I finished that last week and I absolutely love it. So I'll talk more about these in my winter makes video, which is coming shortly. So I've got my stack of things here that I want to talk about. You can just see my Christmas bauble Freya there. So, but I'll give you a sneak peek of this now. And here it is. So this is the most gorgeous fabric from Beyond the Pink Door that I got in Andrea's sale there just after Christmas. So it's a kind of a quilted snow leopardy type jersey, but it is just lovely, and when I saw it, oh, I just loved it. So I thought it would make a really good half zip sweatshirt. So here it is. It's got cuffs, and it's got a waistband, and then I was able to put in a brilliant Little Rosy Cheeks label, which I think matches perfectly. It says "You do you," and yeah, it's just really nice, and I just love the fit. So the zip, you can zip it up like this, and that's what it looks like zipped up. And yeah, I just love how this came out. So I'll talk more about this now on my makes video, because I've got lots to say about it, but I just love it. And obviously I had to make a matching beanie. So this is my matching beanie. So there you go. So matchy, I look like 101 Dalmatians. So I got the sweatshirt and the beanie out of 1.5 meters, which isn't bad. So just loved making these. What else? I should actually mention that what I'm wearing actually before I forget. This is the Kilo wrap dress, which I made before Christmas, and again beyond the pink door fabric, beautiful navy jacquard cotton jersey, and I just love the Kilo wrap dress. So I made one during the summer, a short sleeve one, and then I made this more kind of wintry version with long sleeves, and yes, I have a thermal vest on underneath. But this week I'm now back in the office 3 days a week. So initially it was a complete shock to the system, having spent the majority of working time at home, but I'm now back in the office 3 days a week, which means that I don't necessarily have to be very dressed up, but I kind of chose to be a little bit just to kind of make it different from home life really. So I really enjoyed wearing Kilo wrap dress, so I now want to make 10 more. And I think yesterday I wore my Brumby skirt, so I definitely need to make more of those. I think they're fabulous for work. And then on Tuesday, what I wore was my new skirt. So this is the agave skirt. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly, from Deer and Doe. And this is from the fabric that I had asked for recommendations. So it's this lovely plaid fabric, and I made the agave skirt. So it's meant to be reversible, but basically it's just fully lined because I want to use up all the fabric. And it's definitely got kind of, I'm kind of thinking it looks like Clueless kind of vibes, if anybody knew that movie. Showing my age, I just loved that movie. But yeah, I really like how this came out. Again, I'll talk more about this in winter plans, because don't sew when you're tired, because you'll make so many mistakes. You really will. So I'm hoping I hid most of the mistakes, but I shall talk more about that another day. But yeah, really liked making this, and really handy for work as well. So they were my kind of recent makes. The only other little tiny make I did recently was last weekend, because I was so traumatized about going back to the office. I made myself a little laptop bag, and here it is. So this is from Fat Quarters from Aldi, and it is the cutest fox. So what professional doesn't need a quilted fox laptop bag? And so just self-drafted this, basically measured my laptop, measured out what I needed to bring, made little pockets to hold everything so I wouldn't forget anything. And yeah, just really happy with it. So kind of it cheers me up going to work. So yeah, loved making that as well. So I think that was everything I wanted to catch you up on. So this ended up being a very long video. I apologise. I meant it to be a really quick video, but obviously I had a lot to talk about. So I hope you're all well, and thank you very much if you've stuck with me this far. As I say, I'm going to come back very soon with my winter makes. So I do have a stack of winter makes, because they're basically what I've been making since about November. So yeah, I've got a fair few of those. I've just done a fabric order on Ecobee. So that's a pre-order of some of their amazing new fabrics. So that probably won't arrive until the end of February. So I'm looking forward to that. But I think I might need to do another little order from a few places as well, because my stash is depleted, seriously depleted. There's a Dublin sewing meetup happening on Saturday, so I'm hoping to get to that. And yeah, oh, battery running low. That's good timing. That's time for me to go. So yeah, sewing meetup on Saturday, and yes, hoping to make a few more little fabric purchases, because I need to, maybe I might have to do a kind of a spring plan, but as it stands, I haven't got anything to sew for spring as it stands yet, so I need to remedy that ASAP. So again, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're all well. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I would love it if you subscribed. And if you'd like to leave a comment below, you know how much I love having the chats. Let me know what you think of all these little makes. If you're planning things for spring, although it's absolutely freezing outside, I am definitely wanting to sew for winter still. So thank you very much again, everybody, and thank you for everybody who liked and commented on my previous video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all again very soon. Take care. Bye.